Mostly English is okay now?
English, Telugu.
Telugu. Okay.
Anything is fine.
That's it.
We are up.
Mostly English is okay now?
English,
Yes,
Telugu.
Telugu. Okay.
Anything is fine.
That's it.
We are up.
Okay. Hi everyone, good evening, and I'm back with that interesting topic. I'm Priyanka, being a part of leadership team in SEEWA. Let me introduce about SEEWA. SEEWA is founded by Dr. Jyoti Para, who has a strong vision and passionate and dedicated to empowering the women and creating pathways for equality and inspiring change through innovative thoughts and solutions. Our flagship projects, Prerana, Connect, We, and UA. Through We, entrepreneurs empowerment, many activities are happening on every Thursday. We have a business promotions. Our platform, Your Spotlight, is a grabber. Through UA, various skill development, career counseling and guidance for free job opportunities and broadcasting the jobs from various platforms program for youth. On every Saturday, we have a online free sessions through Prerana, marketing linkages and entrepreneurs, through Connect, collaboration with other NGO for mutual benefits and give our members wider scope of our development. So today we have our guest, Dr. Sunti Vijayashree Bedagiri. So before the session, to kickstart the session, even entrepreneurs have a stress. So Dr. Sunti Vijayashree Vedagiri garu, she is a doctorate in sociology and psychology and constitutional law, certified by a Government of India National Skill Development Counselor for Career Development. To pick the session, Vijayashree garu taking us through a PowerPoint presentation. Good evening, Andy. So please start with the presentation.
Good evening, all. So at the first outset, thank you, Priyanka, part of SEEWA team, to keep in constant touch with me regarding this event. And I thank Dr. Jyoti Garu for choosing me as one of the key speakers as part of their training sessions, and a very valuable information shared to the entrepreneurs as well as the students, and a wide range of programs which they are conducting, as Priyanka mentioned just now. So today's my topic. Let me directly dive into my topic. I'm asked to discuss some key points on stress management for entrepreneurs. At the first outset, I will try to before starting my slide share, let us just try to understand what is stress. Okay. So here, generally, when we talk about stress, it is part and parcel of the life of an individual, be it not only the entrepreneurs, but also starting from the very early age of the individual. People are coming under stress for some reason or the other, right? Out here, we are going to discuss the stress management tips with reference to the entrepreneurial journey, right? So I will go to my screen share. 1 second. Are you able to see this? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please take it into presentation mode into.
Yeah, 1 second. No, I think I didn't do it. 1 second.
జస్ట్ బిసైడ్ 100% అని కనిపిస్తుంది కదా కింద మీకు పర్సంటేజ్, దాని పక్కనే ఉన్న ఐకాన్ టీవీ ఐకాన్ లాంటిది ఉంది, దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేస్తే స్క్రీన్ మోడ్ లోకి వెళ్తుంది.
Yeah, thank you. Little, yeah. Okay. So here we are going to dive into the effective stress management strategies for entrepreneurs. Okay. So, what is, how do we understand the stress basing on the levels that the individual is, suppose in general, as I said, stress is divided into broadly 2 categories, positive and negative. So let us not go into the technical terms like eustress and distress. Okay. So positive is, as everyone understands, positive, to have stress in the positive way is always recommended. And when it is negative means how it impacts on our health or in our work related issues, all that will come into the negative stress. Okay. So whenever we come under stress, how the stress hormones are released and how they affect our mind body connection, that is also important. So when I said positive stress actually encourages us to progress our work in the positive direction. Suppose we are receiving a positive response from a client. Suppose I have been asked to do the presentation today. So for me, it is a positive stress because I am delivering some important points to the benefit of the wide range of audiences, that is the entrepreneurs. Okay. So it is a positive stress. So as a result of that, whatever work I have taken up and how I prepared for the presentation, all these things are coming under the positive aspects. Suppose somebody has an appointment with the client and then the client doesn't show up or doesn't respond, then what kind of symptoms you undergo, and then whether it is a prolonged one or a temporary one, those aspects all come under the negative aspects. Okay. So how we behave in that condition is under, suppose it is a prolonged one, what is the symptom that we see in the individual is they are always under the anxiety condition. Anxious means not knowing what to do, how to go about in the next step and all that. And as a result of that, overthinking, and then that gradually leads into sleep issues, and then also in the personal level also the individual becomes irritable and all that. Okay. So here, let us try to understand why stress management is also important. So, as an entrepreneur, suppose you have taken up the journey of entrepreneurial journey to become an individual. You want to stand up for yourself, not working for anyone. So, initial phase, you as an entrepreneur, you are starting as an self-employed, or whatever may be the kind of activity that you have taken up. So in the initial phase, it is the high responsibility that is falling on the individual who has chosen to become an entrepreneur. So that responsibility clubbed with uncertainty. So when we don't have proper goals or idea as to step-by-step manner how to go about in the journey, right? So here, what is important here is why and what. Why you want to do that and what is the activity that you want to take up. These two have to be very clear as an entrepreneur, right? So that is when that high responsibility, fear, and then uncertainty clubbed together, that results in the high stress levels of the entrepreneurs. Okay. So when this stress levels are not managed timely, what are the consequences or the risks that, as the bullet points are indicating? First of all, it results in the burnout. Burnout means whenever you see certain symptoms, as we have already discussed, sleep related issues, or when you become very anxious or even irritable. So you have to go to the root cause of it. Why am I behaving like this? So if you don't realize that, and then as we will see in the coming slides also, what are the actions that need to be taken? Okay, it will become more understandable. So first risk is burnout, and then next one is it also leads to the poor decision making. When somebody comes under pressure, they may not be in a position to take the decisions in the proper manner, right? So that causes the poor decision making in the individual's mind. And then it will also gradually lead to the mental health related consequences. Then that will automatically show up in your business efficiency also. So it will show up as a weakened business efficiency. So your efficiency levels in the business related activity also gradually declines. Okay, next. So here, what are the types of stress for the entrepreneurs? Generally, looking at this condition of the entrepreneurial journey of any category, normally acute versus chronic means acute is if you come across some kind of shocking thing or traumatic experience. That time, what happens is the individual it is a temporary condition. That stress is very temporary, which leads to the anxious behavior and all that. So initially you would have applied for permission or license. So that time, if it is not accepted or rejected, so it is for some technical reasons or for want of certain document presentation and all that. So that moment itself, if you get stressed out, you will not be in the position to take next steps. So you should halt for a while and then try to understand why this kind of rejection is received, and what could be done to proceed further. So in that context, what you need to do is you should consult some seniors or some experts who are there to guide you in the initial phase of entrepreneurial journey. And then chronic is when it is not addressed in the individual by the entrepreneurs in the initial stage itself, right? So apart from the initial phase of setbacks and all those things, there are certain other things also. Suppose you are a solo journey, you are on a solo journey as an entrepreneur. So you are trying to do various tasks on your own. Okay, so here what happens is juggling between various responsibilities and the expectations. The moment suppose I say that I have started my journey as an entrepreneur, so everybody around me tries to look up to me and then try to assess my returns. Okay, you started at this so and so time, and then within 3 months they want, so how far have you come? What are the results? Are you able to achieve the goal and all that? So here, first of all, we have to set goals in a breakup manner, and then we have to assess it ourselves rather than giving more weightage to the people around us. Apart from the mentors, see, mentors are the people who are actually genuinely concerned about our progress, right? So we have to listen to only the, if at all we have kept some mentors or some gurus are there for us, then you listen to them rather than yielding to the other pressures. Okay, so this is the category or type of stress that the entrepreneurs have to be aware of, whether it is in the acute stage or in the chronic condition. And other aspects like role strain and then societal expectations. As I already covered, role strain is due to the expectations. People are around us are expecting. Suppose this is meant for entrepreneurs, both males and females. But as a woman, if women takes up the entrepreneurial journey, the woman has multiple roles, multiple expectations from her and from her people around, right? So there they have to be able to tackle with that kind of role conflicts or role strains, and then expectations. Society, what is the society expecting from us? So where it is appropriate for us to consider, if we are taking up something which will benefit people in the large section of population overall, then we need not worry much. So what are the entrepreneurial focuses that we need to consider very carefully, right? So in that manner, if at all we are going through some kind of stress, you could also get yourself checked through for your personality type, whether your personality is really suitable for that kind of entrepreneurial task that you are taking up. So here, generally what happens is people like Dr. Jyoti also gave a wonderful presentation on Thursday regarding her activities. So such wonderful people are around, they are readily waiting for you to seek help, with regard to what kind of journey will be suitable for me. So please try to assess yourself, get it assessed, right? So some people may be very introvert type. They hesitate to talk to the strangers or introduce themselves to the strangers. So this is the initial phase itself. If you are having certain inhibitions about opening up, and then when you have to meet different people for introducing or making presentations on new platforms. So here you have to understand what are your skills which are on the positive side, and which are the skills that need to be enhanced in your entrepreneurial journey. Those things we have to get it assessed, and then the points which I have written here are actually the perfectionism and then low ambiguity tolerance. So control needs means everything you want to control the environment around you to achieve your results. So everything is not in your control, buddy. So you have to know that. Like, so how I should change to meet the, the societal expectations, whether it is going beyond my control or not, that you have to assess. And then many people will be waiting to become perfect before they present themselves in the market. So that is also, we will learn only through our mistakes, right? So there is no such thing like until unless you become perfect, you cannot go into the market. Okay, so you start your journey as a amateur entrepreneur, and then when you, in your interaction with others, you will learn so many things, and then one should be wise enough to adopt those changes also. Whatever suggestions we are receiving from the seniors or the experienced business people, right? Take it in the positive sense and then try to move ahead, right? And then ambiguity. Also, if you don't have tolerance towards that kind of ambiguity, that will also be resulting in the stress. Okay. Then it could also be what are the common stress triggers here. So the financial uncertainty. Suppose if you the family is dependent on you for the fulfillment of their needs. So when people are dependent on you, then you will have to plan very carefully for the source of earning and all that. Then only you can experiment yourself as a entrepreneur, and then get the expert advices with regard to the financial uncertainty related matters. And then if you are self-employed, maybe you will be relying on very less number of people. But if you are employing some personnel for the entrepreneurial journey, you will have to also understand how the employee management scenario will be, and what are the challenges that will be coming in the journey, and how to go about this journey. And then marketing related discussions and then presentations are also made timely on this platform of SEEWA. So that is also very helpful for the entrepreneurs. So market competition to be understood in the right sense. When there is no competition, you will not have any motivation. So competition is healthy as long as you take it in the right sense, right? And then decision related, if you are overwhelmed, which direction to take, and then spot decisions have to be made whenever it is appropriate. So how much time you are allocating for your testing phase, and how the returns, how you have set yourself the goal for your achievement and all that, you have to seek the consultation properly and then go about. Okay. Then next is what are the solutions? First and foremost, you have to, as I already mentioned, make your self-awareness. That is, if you are fit for that kind of entrepreneurial journey, where you will be interacting with people. And then see, no entrepreneurial journey will be without contacting or interacting with people per se, right? So you have to also get your personality type assessed, and then you will also come across the stress triggers. What are the see, when people face some kind of stress, what kind of mechanisms they are adapting. So these are all the things which you will be able to understand once you go through the it is a recognized test that you have to take, not any test that is available in the market. You have to go get the reliable test done so that your personality type and what are the stress triggers that you which aggravates your condition, physical as well as the mental stress. And then what are your coping mechanisms? How do you cope under stress? So what are your coping styles? All that also will be given in the analysis, right? So here you also are given the advice that you have to monitor your stress levels regularly. Okay. So then next one is like you have to make your mind shift. another solution is through mind shift. So mindset shift means how you frame your mind. So when you are saying that everything is a problem, instead of saying that it is a problem, if you say that, I am facing certain challenges, then automatically you will look for certain opportunities, how you can overcome those challenges. And then when you have the clear growth mindset, right? Growth mindset is like you accept the challenge in whatever manner that your personality is able to, cushion you to develop that kind of new skills or skill sets to meet the market demands. And then also, in the previous slides, we came across perfectionism, right? So instead of focusing on perfectionism, you try to prioritize your growth or progress over perfection. So as an entrepreneur, it is not like every time the monetary benefits that you look for, you need to also consider some kind of, small milestones also to be as an added advantage or your growth related progress. Okay. So this is another way of looking at the solutions, right? And then next comes the time management and the delegation. So time management is like, how our day is divided into the, activities, various activities, which are actually the positive way of looking at things, like, how much time I am spending for the my entrepreneurial related activities, and then what are the time lapses between the progress related activities, and then sometimes how our time is just wasted over the social media related and all that. So those are some of the small issues that we need to look at that. And then the certain non-core responsibilities, some how you delegate it to the others, that also one has to understand. And then one has to set the realistic goals. As I already mentioned, what are your capabilities and what are your skills that are already available, and then how you can adapt to new skills. Those things, once you get yourself assessed through some genuine personality tests, you will understand your capabilities, and accordingly you set the realistic goals, right? Then work-life boundaries. So here, as I already mentioned, work hours have to be clearly defined, and then also digital detox. Here, what happens is you wouldn't, I, as resource faculty, I am in constant interaction with the students, and then also the, for my journey with open universities, I have come across the working people also, various categories. So here what happens is we don't generally tend to stretch our day to beyond a certain time frame also. So here what happens is the digital detox is not happening many a time among the majority population. Okay. So that is what it means. Like, once you finish your regular chores, you have to also invest time for, engaging in certain hobbies, and then also, spend quality time with your family. Okay. So then also some of the suggestions which I felt maybe you could do whichever practice suits you. certain, mindful meditation can be done for at least to start with from 5 to 10 minutes a day, and then increase depending on your capability or your interest, right? And then whenever you are under stress, you can also, or when you come across some high pressure situations, certain soothing breathing exercises are also there. So you could practice those. And then also the better option, as everybody keeps suggesting, do some yoga practices, and then also go for a walk for at least, means you have to spend some time with nature. Majority time is gone with confined to the four walls, right? So we are being indoors, and then we don't connect ourselves with nature. So walking also helps a lot, right? Then you can also take some kind of support, resort to the support systems like peer support, and go seek mentorship under the authentic guidance again, right? And then seek some counseling or coaching from the professionals. And then also, if you have employees, please do have some kind of communication system which is open, wherein the employee related issues also need to be addressed timely. It can be like the entrepreneurs with very little staff to the maximum whatever strength they may have, right? So it again varies from the team's size of the team. Okay, then okay. So here I have also thought of, okay, drawing some kind of stress management plan if at all anybody wants to look for themselves, right? So what are the top three stress triggers? If at all they are able to identify themselves, or with the help of a professional, they can list out those. And then what are the coping strategies that they are willing to take up, right? And then also it is open for the participants also to know like what strategy they want to adopt, and then on a daily basis what kind of practice they can do. Best would be as everybody suggests, journaling is better, and then apart from meditation, because when you do journaling, your thought process will be easily assessed by yourself, and then you can do some kind of introspection on yourself, and then try to rectify that. And then if you are doing some weekly planning, so where all it is not mandatory for you to be present in some of the tasks, those tasks can be delegated to somebody. And then you also have some monthly goals like to assess the stress, and then if at all you are following any of those top plans, suggested planning. So accordingly, on a monthly basis, you assess yourself how far you have come, in coping with your stress, and then what is the progress that you have made. So with this, some of the mechanisms, you can definitely achieve the stress management on a better scale, right? So finally, I would suggest, like when you realize, like when you focus on your the self-awareness, like where am I going wrong, what are the triggers for me, and then how do I overcome this. So once the self-awareness comes, then it will automatically help you in making the better decisions. And also, if you have some employees, or even with the clients also, If at all one client is rejecting your proposal, means you should not immediately undergo some kind of stress like, am I wrong, or am I not delivering the deliverables timely, or whatever it is, right? Instead of that, you also try to focus on the other the client's point of view also. So how do you handle objections? So that also is very much needed. If you develop the empathy, that is the other's point of view, if you try to understand, then you can automatically overcome the conflicting situations. And then one has to have develop some kind of self-discipline, self-regulation, and develop the proper social skills. Okay, so proper social skills means communication skills. Again, I would say, like this wonderful platform is offering various communication skills and all that. So that also you can seek some help from any authentic sources, and then please develop the genuine social skills that are required as a entrepreneur, how you need to mingle with the clients or your prospects, or even when you are interacting with the different managements, right? So, or when you go for license seeking or permissions, how to approach them, how to interact with them, all these things also make you a balanced individual as an entrepreneur, right? So that is what is going to be the ultimate, right? So here I will conclude by saying that stress management is continuous. It is not like one time you achieve and there won't be any stress, right? So it is continuous, and how alert and how much aware we are also matters, and on a regular basis how we are trying to address it also matters, right? So as a result of that, I am saying that small daily habits also result in the big long-term impact. Okay, this is not a one-day affair. Like today you have heard me, or you would be attending SEEWA's various sessions, and then after that no action taken will never lead any good result, right? So you have to make a positive solutions in practice, right? So don't hesitate to consult the professionals, right? Then, so here I expect all the attendees today to list out what are the top 3 stress triggers, and then how you want to overcome those, and then which one new habit. So every day, every week, we can try and implement some new habits. Okay, so this is my brief presentation. Thank you one and all, and I thank from bottom of my heart Dr. Jyoti Garu and her team for the valuable support. Right, now I'll stop sharing.
So we have a Q&A session, and if anyone have a questions or doubts, please put it on a chat window, or else if you are on live stream, please comment on it. And Vijay Garu.
Yes, tell me.
How can strong personal and professional values help entrepreneurs make better decisions under pressure?
So, strong personal and professional.
Yeah.
Professional, personal what?
You're a life coach, right? So I'm asking regarding to that. Strong and professional values, how it helps. for the
Right.
entrepreneur, for the better
Yes.
directions.
Yes. So, see, when we have strong personal values, how do they come again as a result of upbringing or in the process of our learning through various, phases. Okay. So we develop certain personal values, which are again, they need to match the societal values, right? So how the society is expecting us to, stand by our whatever expected roles and the professional role that you are going to take up. Suppose, like, we are talking about entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs need to again go by the authentic way of doing the enterprise, right? So they have to go according to the guidelines which are prescribed by the government, and then we need to resort to the means. See, our goals may be something very like within 1 year I want to achieve 1 crore or something like that you may have set for yourself, but what is the means that you are adopting, that matters a lot, right? So if you, as an entrepreneur, what is your journey that you have decided? So in that journey, if it is not possible, you can't set such goals, right? So the personal values and the professional values have to be combined together, right? So you may have that need is different from the, goal that you are setting as an entrepreneur, right? So here they should not come under some kind of clash. For me, the okay, I'll give you the example, personal example. Like, I wanted to earn so much as a businesswoman, but my personal values did not permit. Suppose I could not travel much, right? So for me, I have to set the realistic goal, right? Since I couldn't go on a business journey like marketing side and all that, because it is not for me, for my personality type, being in the marketing arena wasn't really suitable, right? On a day-to-day basis, like to do marketing and all that. So what I have done is, like, I have diverted my channel to the education side, right? So imparting, upgrading my knowledge to deliver the knowledge-based trainings and all that. So like this, one has to understand where our limitations are, and then the personal values or the professional values, so which are suitable, and then what is in the offing for me, right? So I have to set that goal accordingly, because I'm not the major economic earning for my family, because our partners are there to take care of the daily regular earning. So for me, the viable means was to choose a different path, rather than trying to race against what is not possible for me. So it is something like that, the personal values and the professional values, which are conducive enough, that path we have to choose. I hope I understood, I have given the suitable response here, right?
So, what are the strategies have worked out best for you in scaling for your business, and what are some that didn't work for you?
Yeah, the strategies that worked for me was to, as I already mentioned, like to upscale my skills, right? So I have, as you have already mentioned, my academic qualifications. I have done, my doctorate in sociology, because my passion was to obtain a doctorate degree. With that, parallelly, I was into part-time teaching, right? Accordingly, the strategy means since I was in teaching, that's when I added my educational qualifications in a phase-by-phase manner. Like first I did MPhil, and then later on doctorate, because I am in the academic side. Doctorate is a must to go to the professional programs as a faculty, like that. So that kind of strategy means it comes to us automatically when the situation demands. Like you will definitely, when you're put under some kind of when you're cornered in such a situation. For me, it was like the challenge was the family related situation, because of elders at home and the child needs to be taken care of. So I had to look at the amicable solution, wherein I was doing part-time teaching, and then parallelly I was also upgrading my skills, like that. Wherever it was possible, I didn't leave any stone unturned. Like, I was invited as a part-time faculty, so I took up that. I have been there. And then for me, and on a regular basis also, I worked for a full-time, in some colleges for some tenure. And then whenever the home front demands were coming for me, so I had to alter, shift, like that. I have been doing it, and now finally I have come to the phase where, like, I don't want to compete with the youngsters now. I don't want them to be deprived of their full-time teaching opportunities and all that. So let them take it up. So now I have completely shifted my focus to become a resource faculty. So I am going to the places wherever my services are required, right? So currently I am going as a resource faculty for personality development and professional ethics to National Institute of Fashion Technology. Likewise, I'm a counselor for IGNO PG program, sociology. So like that, I'm happy with what I'm doing. And then I'm also, because of the need that is arising to assess the individual's personality, first of all. So that's when I acquired the certification to do the personality test. So now I have also become as a certified personality coach, right? So like that, it's ongoing journey. It is not stopped yet. So I am still open to learning. I always learn. And yesterday I had a session there also. I that's what I said with the students. Like, I am also learning from you. It is not like I am always delivering the goods to you. I am also reciprocating by learning so many new things, whether it is a small child or a grown-up adult, right? So everybody has to have that openness to learn new things. Thank you.
And while teaching, or I mean, you're giving sessions to the students and for everyone, right? So have you ever experienced burnout, and what did it look like for you? How did you realize that you were heading in that direction?
See, only when I started the initial phase of teaching, which I always thought was not my cup of tea. Teaching, like, I don't have patience, I can't present myself well. So that was the phase. This was long back. Okay, so I became very much stressed out in the initial phase of the journey. But then one good thing what happened was, like, that principal had taken the feedbacks from the students. So the students had given the feedback in a fair manner, like what were the expectations from the students. Like, she's not looking at us. or something like that. She is not smiling in the class, or some such a small things they have given the feedback, right? Then with that, I started, focusing, okay, this is what the audience are expecting, right? So if you keep a smile on your face, and if you are making eye contact with them, right? So this is how it can be, the reciprocation is going to be very well, right? So this was only in the initial phase, but luckily I have not faced that burnout level. It didn't go to that level, thankfully, right? So that's how initial phase only. I am really thankful to that principal of that law college. He was very kind enough to have given me the fair feedback, like, don't feel bad, but this is what happened. The students gave this minor corrections that you need to make. Otherwise, the presentation was good, like that, he said. So he was quite encouraging. So one thing I want to say here is, when the feedback is given in the positive manner, then you tend to take it as a, what do you say, like growth mind. I already mentioned here, right? So growth orientedness, right? Suppose even if it was a drastic thing, okay, you are not interacting with the students, you are being very curt with the students, or something of that sort, then we have to accept it, right? Because you are going to face the students again in the next classes. So you have to take it in the positive sense, as saying that you have to reduce your level of interaction, not to give them that impression that you are being very curt with them, and then not being reciprocative enough, like that. Okay. So this is how I tackled myself, and then that's how my journey has been continuous.
Thank you. If anyone have a questions, please.
So
Okay.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
This would look little not exactly off the topic, I can say, but yeah. Entrepreneurship లో ఉన్న ఉమెన్, స్పెషలీ ఆడవాళ్ళు ఎవరైతే బిజినెసెస్ చేస్తున్నారో, అంటే చిన్న చిన్న
Yeah.
బిజినెస్ లోంచి చేసే రెగ్యులర్ ఆటికి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, కానీ ఏదైతే కొంచెం స్టెప్ అవుట్ అయ్యి ఇంకొంచెం పెద్ద స్కేల్లో కొంచెం బిగ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఆర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఆర్ బిగ్ బిజినెసెస్ చేసే ఆడవారికి బేసికలీ టఫ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏంటి అంటే, అట్ హోమ్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ రెండు బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయాలి. అండ్ యాజ్ యూ వర్ సెయింగ్, ఆడవాళ్ళ మీద ఎక్కువ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ ఉంటుంది, మగవారి కన్నా ఆడవారికి ఎక్కువ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. సో ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది, హోమ్ ఫ్యామిలీ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం బిజినెస్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ కూడా ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఇన్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్, say if a woman is really experiencing the stress, మానసిక ఒత్తిడి శారీరక జబ్బులకు కారణం అవుతుందా? So my question to be very clear, is stress leading to physical diseases or physical ailments?
తప్పకుండానండి. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు స్ట్రెస్ హార్మోన్స్ అంటారు కదా, సో అవి రిలీజ్ అవుతుంటాయి. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే, ప్రొలాంగ్డ్ ఉంటే, క్రానిక్ అయిపోతే ఆ స్ట్రెస్, then what happens is, like, it will impact their physical as well as mental health also. So here ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఇందాక మనం చూసాం ఇరిటబిలిటీ, లేకపోతే యాంగ్జైటీగా ఉండడం, అండ్ దెన్ రిలేషన్షిప్స్ లో కూడా స్ట్రెయిన్ ఇది వచ్చేస్తుంది. పిల్లల్ని ఎలా హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి, దే కాంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్. సో హియర్ ఏమవుతుందంటే, కంపల్సరీగా ఫ్యామిలీలో వాళ్ళకి సపోర్ట్ అన్నది inevitable. If the woman, if that is not possible, extended family lo, like maternal side ఏమన్నా సపోర్ట్ ఉందా, లేదంటే అవుట్ సోర్సింగ్ లో ఏమన్నా ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉన్నాయో, that they have to compulsorily seek, especially when the children are very young. They need to take care of that. And then అంటే ఇలాంటి అవుట్ సోర్సింగ్, బట్ you have to also monitor that. వాళ్ళ కేర్ లో ఉంచినా కూడా మనం మానిటర్ చేయాలి. సో దట్ బికమ్స్ మల్టిపుల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్, రైట్? సో ఇది తప్పనిసరిగా హెల్త్ మీద ఇంపాక్ట్ పడకుండా ఉండాలంటే మనం ఇందాక చెప్పుకున్నట్టు కొంచెమైనా మెడిటేషన్ కానీ ఏదన్నా ఒక రిలాక్సేషన్ టెక్నిక్స్ మాత్రం కంపల్సరీగా తెలుసుకోవాలి. మనకి తెలియకపోతే ఒక ప్రొఫెషనల్ గైడెన్స్ అన్నదైనా తీసుకుని తప్పనిసరిగా ఉండాలి. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినట్టు ఒక బిగ్ సెక్టార్స్ లోకి వెళ్తే విమెన్ కి అక్కడ ఏంటి అవుతుందంటే ఇనీషియల్ గా అది కొంచెం బ్యాలెన్స్ అయ్యేదాకా కొంచెం వాళ్ళకి అప్స్ అండ్ డౌన్స్ ఫేస్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో ఆ డిటర్మినేషన్ ఎంత స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంది అన్న దాన్ని బట్టి మనం ముందుకు వెళ్ళగలుగుతామా లేదా అని చూసుకోవాలి. సో అందుకే చెప్తారు ఏంటంటే ఈ గోల్ సెట్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడే మనం కొంచెం ప్రోస్ అండ్ కాన్స్ ప్రాపర్ గా వే చేసుకోవాలి, తరోగా చూసుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు మనకి సపోర్ట్ దొరుకుతుందా లేదా అన్నది చూడాలి. దొరకకుండా కూడా నేను ముందుకెళ్తాను అంటే అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి లైక్ టేకింగ్ ఇట్ ద టోల్ ఆన్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ టోటలీ. అదేమవుతుందంటే హెల్త్ మీద ఇంపాక్ట్ డెఫినెట్ గా పడుతుందండి.
And what is one piece of advice that you want to give to women entrepreneurs?
ఉమెన్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్స్ కి ఇచ్చేది ఏంటి అంటే బేసిక్ గా మనం ఏ గోల్ ఏం సెట్ చేసుకున్నాము అన్న దాన్ని బట్టి మనకి ఇప్పుడు చెప్పినట్టే మీరు అడిగింది కూడా అదే కదా, విమెన్ బిజినెస్ లోకి వస్తే ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అనేది. సో మన లిమిటేషన్స్ ఏంటి, దాన్ని ఎలా ఓవర్కమ్ చేయగలుగుతాము అన్నది ముందే మనం ఇవాల్యుయేట్ చేసుకుని దానికి తగ్గట్టు మనం ప్రొఫెషనల్ హెల్ప్ తీసుకొని వెళ్ళగలిగితే వెల్ అండ్ గుడ్. లేదు ఐ కెన్ టాకిల్ ఇట్ అనుకుంటే then there is no looking back for them, so they can go ahead. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మనకి ఏమేం రిసోర్సెస్ అవైలబుల్ ఉన్నాయి, ఏ రకం అంటే ఇంటర్నల్ గా మనకి ఏం రిసోర్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, దెన్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ గా ఏం తీసుకోగలుగుతాం, ఇవన్నీ ప్రాపర్ గా అసెస్ చేసుకుని స్టెప్ ముందుకెయ్యండి అని చెప్తాను. ఎందుకంటే కొంచెం హాఫ్ వే త్రూ వెళ్ళాక వెనక్కి రాలేము, ముందుకెళ్ళలేము అన్న స్థితి మాత్రం తెచ్చుకోకూడదు. ఎందుకంటే అల్టిమేట్ గా అది మన హెల్త్ మీద ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. లేకపోతే మన మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉన్న వాళ్ళు, సపోజ్ మీరు ఏదైనా బిజినెస్ లో ఎంప్లాయ్ చేసుకున్నారు, వాళ్ళని హాఫ్ వే త్రూ అర్ధాంతరంగా వాళ్ళని అది షట్ డౌన్ చేయాల్సిన పరిస్థితి కానీ లేకపోతే వేరే చోటికి పంపించాలి, ఇలాంటి టాక్సింగ్ పనులన్నీ ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేసుకోకుండా ముందే మనం ఒక ప్రాపర్ గా ప్లానింగ్ చేసుకుని ముందుకెళ్తే మంచిది అని నా అడ్వైస్.
Okay, one more question from my end.
చెప్పండి.
Is self-caring equivalent to selfishness? అంటే తనని తను చాలా చక్కగా చూసుకోవాలి లేదా జాగ్రత్తగా ఆరోగ్యంగా ఉండాలి అని ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ సెల్ఫ్ కి ఇస్తే గనక అది స్వార్థం అవుతుందా?
లేదండి, యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే అది చాలా థిన్ లైన్. సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ కి ఇంకో వేరేగా చూడడం అన్నది ఏంటంటే, సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ అంటే హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ యు ఆర్ స్పెండింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఓన్ సెల్ఫ్. అంటే సెల్ఫ్ గ్రూమింగ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఎలా వస్తుందంటే సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ అంటే ఏదో అవుట్వర్డ్లీ అపియరెన్స్ కాదు కదా. అక్కడ సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ ఇస్ ఇంటర్నల్ గా మనని మనం స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్ చేసుకోవడానికి మనం ఏమేం మీన్స్ అడాప్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాము అన్నది. సో ఇక్కడ అది సెల్ఫిష్నెస్ కానే కాదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ తీసుకోవడంలో ఏమవుతుందంటే, మనం బాగున్నప్పుడు, మనం బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడే మన తోటి వాళ్ళని కూడా ప్రాపర్ గా చూడగలుగుతాము. సో ఆ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అవతల వాళ్ళకి తెలిసేలా మనం చెప్పగలగాలి, అదో కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అన్నమాట. సో క్లియర్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ అన్నది కంపల్సరీగా ఉండాలి బిట్వీన్ ద పార్ట్నర్స్. ఎస్పెషల్లీ మ్యారీడ్ ఉమెన్ అయితే స్పౌస్ తోటి క్లియర్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ అన్నది ఉండాలి. సో వెనెవర్ ఇందాక తను ప్రియాంక అడిగారు బర్న్ అవుట్ అన్నది. సో బర్న్ అవుట్ అన్న స్టేజ్ వచ్చే ముందే మనం చెప్పగలగాలన్నమాట. See, this is what is happening. So I am going to go. Suppose యోగాకి వెళ్తున్నాను, లేదంటే మెడిటేషన్ లో జాయిన్ అవుతున్నాను, లేదంటే ఏదన్నా నేను ఒక సెల్ఫ్ కేర్ రిలేటెడ్ యాక్టివిటీలో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతున్నాను అన్నది బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ మై గుడ్ హెల్త్ ప్లస్ ద ఫ్యామిలీస్ హెల్త్ అన్నది వాళ్ళకి క్లియర్ గా అర్థమయ్యేలా చెప్పగలిగినాడు. అది స్వార్థం ఎటు కానే కాదండి. అలాంటి అంటే ఆ అపోహ రాకుండా ఉంటుంది డెఫినెట్ గా.
ఓకే, వన్ లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫ్రమ్ మై ఎండ్.
తప్పకుండా.
సో ఈజ్ ఆస్కింగ్ హెల్ప్ బ్యాడ్? డస్ దట్ మీన్ వీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ సెల్ఫ్ రెస్పెక్ట్? ఎవరినైనా సహాయం అడిగితే మనకి సెల్ఫ్ రెస్పెక్ట్ లేనట్ట?
లేదండి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు హెల్ప్ అడగడానికి ఫస్ట్ అండ్ ఫార్మోస్ట్ అదే నేను చెప్తున్నాను కదా, ఇందాక చెప్పన్నట్టు ఏంటంటే మన స్ట్రెంగ్త్స్ ఏంటి, వాట్ ఆర్ బియాండ్ మై కెపాబిలిటీస్. అంటే వీక్నెస్ అంటే అదేదో తప్పు పదంగా అనుకోకూడదు. ఏంటంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ల్యాకింగ్ ఇన్ మీ. ప్రతి వాళ్ళు కంప్లీట్ గా ఉండలేరు కదా, అన్ని ఎవరిలోనూ పర్ఫెక్షన్ అన్నది ఉండదు. సో ఒకళ్ళకి ఒకటి అడిషనల్ క్వాలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి, ఇంకోళ్ళలో ఇంకో క్వాలిటీస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. అలాంటప్పుడు మనం ఏంటంటే నో వన్ ఇస్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ కనుక మనం హెల్ప్ తీసుకోవడానికి హెజిటేట్ చేయకూడదు. ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ వస్తుందంటే అవతల వాళ్ళు మనని తక్కువ చేసి చూస్తున్నారు అనే ఫీలింగ్ మనం పెట్టుకున్న నాడే అది హెల్ప్ తీసుకోవడానికి హెజిటేషన్ వస్తుంది. అది ఆ ఇంప్రెషన్ మనం పెట్టుకోకూడదు మైండ్ లో. ఓకే, వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా అనుకోని, నాకు ఇది హెల్ప్ కావాలి కనుక నేను అడుగుతాను అని అనుకోవాలన్నమాట. సో అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే కొంచెం మనం ఈ సెల్ఫ్ ని టార్చర్ చేసుకునే కండిషన్ నుంచి కొంచెం బయటపడతాం. అన్ని మనమే చేయాలి అనుకోకూడదు కదా.
Yes, well said. Actually, almost every entrepreneur special sessions or one-on-one counselings లో కూడా చెప్తాను, బిజినెస్ అంతా మనదే, పక్కన ఎవరు షాప్ పెట్టేశారు, నేను శారీస్ అమ్ముతుంటే నా అపార్ట్మెంట్ లోనే ఇంకొకరు శారీస్ అమ్ముతున్నారు నన్ను చూసి, వీటితోనే ఎక్కువ స్ట్రెస్ అవుట్ అవుతారు. కానీ వెరైటీస్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్, వాంట్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్, మార్కెట్ ఈస్ వెరీ బిగ్. ఒకవేళ అపార్ట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళందరూ ఒకరి దగ్గరే కొందామన్నా యూ కాంట్ రియలీ, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ద స్టాక్. సో నేను ఎప్పుడు ఎంఫసిస్ చేస్తానన్నమాట ఫర్ ఉమెన్ ఎంటర్ప్రెనర్స్ హు టెల్ మీ, అంటే చాలా టఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఉంది. టఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఉంది అంటే ఇప్పుడున్న షాపింగ్ మాల్స్ అన్ని యాక్చువల్లీ ఒక జోన్ లోనే ఉంటాయి. దిల్సుఖ్ నగర్ కావచ్చు, మనకు హైదరాబాద్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటే దిల్సుఖ్ నగర్ అంతా షాపింగ్ జోన్స్, మొత్తం గార్మెంట్స్, జ్యువెలరీ ఇవే ఉంటాయి. అండ్ కుకట్పల్లి ఉంటుంది, ఏస్రో నగర్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇవన్నీ ఒక పెద్ద హబ్స్ గా వచ్చాయి. మరి అంత పెద్ద పెద్ద బిజినెస్లు పెట్టిన వాళ్ళకి లేని భయము ఒక చిన్న వ్యాపారం 1,00,000, 2,00,000 లేకపోతే 10 లక్షలు ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసిన మనము భయపడుతున్నామంటేనే ఫెయిలియర్ వస్తుంది అంటారు. మీరేమంటారు దాని గురించి?
Yes. Fear of failure is one of the biggest ఇది ఏంటంటారు, మనని వెనక్కి లాగడానికి ఒక కాజ్ అవుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినట్టు ఇప్పుడు శారీస్ అంటారు అనుకోండి, శారీస్ సెల్ చేసేవాళ్ళు ఎన్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ దేర్. లైక్ సో మీరు మీకంటూ ఒక యూనిక్నెస్ పెట్టుకోండి, రైట్? సో అది ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు నా సర్వీస్, నా ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఇవి యూనిక్ క్వాలిటీ పరంగా, లేదంటే మీరు చెప్పినట్టు ఆ రేంజ్, ఇప్పుడు వెంకటగిరి కొంతమంది ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ పెడతారు, గద్వాల్ పెడతారు, అలా ఏదన్నా నాది యూనిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్, సో నా క్యాటర్ అయ్యే. అండ్ దెన్ అలాంటప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, వాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ లో పెట్టారు అంటే వాళ్ళతోటి ఒక అమికబుల్ గా మనం ఏదైనా ఒక కొలాబరేషన్ లాగా మాట్లాడుకోగలిగితే అది కూడా బాగుంటుంది. నువ్వు ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ సారీస్ పెడుతున్నావు, లేకపోతే నా దగ్గర ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కలెక్షన్ ఉంది, వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఒకవేళ నీ దగ్గర చూసిన వాళ్ళకి నచ్చకపోతే, ఐ మీన్ వేరే రేంజ్ అడిగారు అనుకో, నా దగ్గర ఉంటే నాకు సజెస్ట్ చేయి, సంథింగ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ సార్ట్. అంటే భయం తోటి మనం అవతల వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి, ఇందాకే అడిగారు కదా మీరు హెల్ప్ అడగడం తప్ప అని, అలాగనమాట. ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారో, అయ్యో నేను అడిగితే వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారో, అట్లా కాకుండా మనం ఏంటంటే కొంచెం ఓపెన్నెస్ పెట్టుకుని, ఎందుకంటే మీకు ఇందులో కంటిన్యూ అవ్వాలని ఉంటే మనం తప్పకుండా వేస్ అండ్ మీన్స్ చూసుకోవాల్సిందే. బయట వాళ్ళు ఎవరో వచ్చి మనకైతే హెల్ప్ చేయరు కదా, అడగందే ఎవరు చేయరు సాయం, అడిగితేనే కదా ఉంటుంది. సో అడిగినప్పుడు మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఓకే నీది ఈ రేంజ్ లో నీకు కేటగిరీ, అఫ్ కోర్స్ మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకటి ఉంటుంది ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు ఓపెన్నెస్ లేదు అంటే మనం వదిలేయాలి. There is no harm in trying out. వాళ్ళు willing గా ఉన్నారా, వెల్ అండ్ గుడ్, కొలాబరేట్ అవుతాం. లేదు, willingness లేదు అంటే మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఓకే ఫైన్ థ్యాంక్ యూ అని చెప్పేసి వచ్చేస్తాం, అంతే, దట్స్ ఆల్. ఇక అక్కడ దానికి ఏమి బిట్టర్నెస్ లేదు, ఏమీ లేదు, బికాస్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఇన్ ద సేమ్ అపార్ట్మెంట్స్. సో అలాంటప్పుడు మనం కార్డియాలిటీ అన్నది ఎల్లవేళలా ప్రతి వాళ్ళతోటి మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, కాంపిటీషన్ ఉన్నా కూడా.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి.
Thank you for inviting me today. It was really my pleasure. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, team.
Thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti Garu. And I really want to say that you're doing a wonderful, task of catering to different audiences. Chala wide range of programs unnai. I would like to involve myself also if there is any possibility, right, in any of these activities. Please do keep me in your thing, definitely. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much.
డెఫినెట్ గా కొలాబరేషన్ అవకాశాలన్నీ ఉన్నాయండి. సో వి విల్ కనెక్ట్ యూ ఆఫ్లైన్ అండ్ ప్రియాంక విల్ అప్డేట్ యూ.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you so much.
మనం ఈ ఫ్రీ సెషన్స్ ఇస్తుంది ఎందుకు అంటే ఫస్ట్ అవేర్నెస్ కావాలి. స్పెషలీ మెంటల్ వెల్నెస్ గురించి అవేర్నెస్ లేదు, బిజినెస్ గురించి అవేర్నెస్ లేదు, గ్యాప్స్ ఎక్కడున్నాయో తెలియట్లేదు, ఎవరి కారు ఎలా అంటే అలా చేసుకుని నష్టపోయామా. ఇప్పుడు నష్టము అంటే ఓన్లీ డబ్బుల విధంగా కాదు కదా, ఫైనాన్సెస్ ఒకటే కాదు. వెన్ బిజినెస్ లూజెస్, యాజ్ మీరు చెప్పినట్టుగా రిలేషన్షిప్స్ స్ట్రెయిన్ అవుతాయి, సోషల్ ప్రెస్టేజ్ ఇష్యూ అయిపోతుంది, అక్కడ మనీయే పోతుంది, హెల్త్ పోతుంది, పిల్లలు ఉంటే గనక ఫ్యామిలీలో పిల్లల లైఫ్ లో డిస్టర్బ్ అయి ఉంటాయి. సో ఎన్ని విధాల ఇంపాక్ట్ అవుతుందని నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను. కాబట్టి గ్రౌండ్ లెవెల్లో వీ హ్యావ్ కమ్ అప్ విత్ సచ్ గ్రేట్ ఐడియా. We wanted to be really practical, and we are actually collaborating lovely, and in fact very happy to thank all my team and all the volunteers who are joining hands with us. వాళ్ళు చాలా ఓపెన్ మైండ్ తోని చక్కగా జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు కాబట్టి మేము ఇన్ని కార్యక్రమాలు చేయగలుగుతున్నాము. అది మార్కెట్ లింకేజెస్ కావచ్చు, అవేర్నెస్ సెషన్స్ కావచ్చు, 1-on-1 సింపుల్ కౌన్సిలింగ్ కావచ్చు. మన వాళ్ళంతా చాలా మంచి గ్రూప్, దట్ టు ఆల్ ఉమెన్. ఎక్కడైతే ఆడవాళ్ళు ఒకళ్ళు చూసి కుళ్ళుకోవడము, ఆడదానికి శత్రువు అని అంటారు కదా, ఆ ప్రాబ్ని, ఆ క్యాప్షన్ ని మారుస్తున్నాము అంటే at SEEWA. ఆల్ ఉమెన్ కొలాబరేటింగ్.
డెఫినెట్ గా అండి, నిజంగానే. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మనం పాజిటివ్ మైండ్ సెట్ తో ఉంటే, అదే చెప్తారు కదా మేనిఫెస్టేషన్ లో కూడా, మనం పాజిటివ్ అవుట్లుక్ తో ఉన్ననాడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అది మ్యాగ్నెట్ లాగా అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాం ఆ పాజిటివ్ పీపుల్ ని అంటారు కదా. సో అలాగా. అండ్ ఇట్ వాస్ సచ్ అ షియర్ కోఇన్సిడెన్స్ దట్ నేను ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ కి కనెక్ట్ అవ్వడం కూడా, బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ ఇన్ ద journey of becoming this thing, full-time coach and all that. When I was searching for the new groups to join, annappudu I came across this. So I joined, and then but I was not so like anta tempting, what is going on, when can I collaborate, enti ani I was not showing that kind of anguish anamata. I said, okay, let me first understand what are the activities they are doing. సో పీరియాడికల్లీ వాళ్ళు ఏమేమి పంపిస్తున్నారు ఏంటి అన్ని వాట్సాప్ లో వస్తూ ఉంటాయి కదా. సో సో అండ్ సో డేట్స్ ఫర్ దిస్ ప్రమోషన్ లైక్ దట్. సో ఐ వాస్ వెయిటింగ్. ఐ సెడ్ ఓకే, let me wait for my turn, and it came to me. It's so sweet of you.
You don't have to wait for your turn. Interested, మేము ఏదైనా చేద్దాము అనుకుంటే మాత్రం తప్పకుండా 4 స్టెప్ తీసుకొని మమ్మల్ని కనెక్ట్ అవుతే ఎనీబడి. We can have a schedule looked up, and we can plan for you to sync into the schedule. So మీరానే కాదు, మన గ్రూప్ లో చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు, చాలా టాలెంటెడ్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళు కూడా చేయాలనుకుంటారు కానీ ఏమోలే ఎందుకులే అనుకుంటారు. కాదు, అడిగితేనే మీరు కూడా చేయాలని ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ అని మాకు తెలుస్తుంది. So it is important you ask, and it is our pleasure to have you actually. Thank you so much.
So it's my pleasure too. Thank you so much. Wonderful evening. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.